Hey guys, what's happening? So today, Tucker Carlson coming out with another UFO segment, and today he's with a Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard, a physicist, and they discussed the Oumuamua and how it's slingshot around our Earth, and how this professor now is coming to the conclusion that it was a alien manufactured probe. So kind of interesting. I'm going to let them discuss it, and let's get right to it. Tucker Carlson.
Well, evidence mounts that the question of whether there is intelligent life outside this planet is not just the domain of crazy people online. An astrophysicist at Harvard has found that an artificial object may have been sent to Earth in 2017 from outside our solar system intentionally. That professor, Avi Loeb, details the theory in a new book called Extraterrestrial: The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth. It is out January 26th. It is being taken very seriously, as he is. Professor Avi Loeb joins us tonight. Professor, thank you so much for coming on. This probably requires a 3-hour-long conversation, but in a few minutes, if you wouldn't mind summing up what you believe we saw in 2017.
Well, thanks for having me. In October 2017, we discovered the very first object that visited the vicinity of the Earth from outside the solar system. And at first, astronomers thought it's just a rock, similar to all the comets and asteroids that we have seen from within the solar system.
Yes.
But as time went on, it looked very weird. It didn't have a cometary tail, no gases around it, yet it exhibited an extra push away from the sun. And the geometry that it had was extreme. When projected on the sky, it was at least 10 times longer than it was wide. And it was tumbling. And moreover, it didn't show any evidence for evaporation. And so the question arose as to what is creating this extra push that it exhibited. And one possibility is that it reflected sunlight, and that gave it the extra push. For that, it needed to be very thin, and sort of like a sail on a boat, except that the sail is being pushed by wind, whereas this object is pushed by light. And we are currently developing this technology for space exploration. It's called the light sail. And it's quite possible that this object was a thin light sail manufactured by another civilization. I should say there was another object discovered just a few months ago in September 2020. And that one was extrapolated back in time, and people found that indeed it was a rocket booster that was launched from the Earth that we produced. It also exhibited an extra push by reflecting sunlight because it was hollow, without a cometary tail. And so we can certainly tell the difference between a natural rock and a hollow object, a thin object, pushed by reflecting sunlight. Except in the case of this object, we know we produced it. In the case of Oumuamua, the weird object from 2017, we don't know who produced it.
What an amazing, and it's from outside our solar system. Very quickly, and again, I wish we had more time, Professor. What happened to it? Where did it go, this object?
So it was deflected by the sun and went in a different direction. In fact, it was sort of parked in the public parking lot in our vicinity at rest, and the sun ran into it, just like a giant ship running into a buoy. And it just kicked it. And the question is, are there many more out there? And if so, what is their purpose? And gladly, within a few years, we will have a much more sensitive telescope surveying the sky, and we are likely to find many more of these objects. And a photograph is worth 1,000 words. So if we can send a CubeSat with a camera close to one of these objects that comes towards us, then we can see what it looks like and tell whether it looks like a rock or something very different.
It seems worth doing. I'm not volunteering, but I think we should do that. Professor Loeb of Harvard University, I appreciate your coming on tonight. Thank you. We will read that book.
My pleasure.
All right. All right, guys. There you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Love to hear what you got to say about the matter. But go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the share button, the like button, all that good stuff. And I'll see you around in some other video. Peace out.